Ever wonder how the lone wolves of society, the Sigma guys, manage the covert tests that women subject them to? The mysterious man from Sigma, these people are not your average Joe or your traditional alpha or beta guy. Rather, they are self-reflective, independent individuals who march to the beat of their own drum. They are at ease in their solitude, yet are nonetheless susceptible to the complex web of human relationships. When it comes to male archetypes, Sigma males stand out from the others because they follow their own set of rules and are fascinating, especially to women. You might wonder what makes a Sigma male different from an alpha or a beta, who are typically followers or the leaders of the pack. The lone wolves, or Sigma guys, live on their independence, have a special combination of confidence and mystery, and are frequently distinguished by their high IQs and adaptability. That being said, this doesn't imply they're immune to the subtly challenging situations that women frequently subject men to. Yes, you heard correctly. Women evaluate men whether intentionally or unconsciously, and Sigma guys are not an exception. This leads us to the main topic of our discussion today. Instead of being tricks or traps, these tests are designed to probe and understand. They're a way for women to discover the true character and strength of a man, and Sigma males with their alluring aura frequently find themselves under this microscope. This gets us to the main point of our conversation today, where we'll explore the intriguing dynamics of interactions between Sigma men and women. This exploration aims to provide a deeper understanding of Sigma masculinity and the subtle dynamics of male-female interactions. Whether you're a Sigma male, know a Sigma male, or are just intrigued by the concept, we'll delve into all 7 ways women secretly test Sigma males and how these mysterious men navigate through these tests. From deciphering the test of independence to unraveling the test of emotional strength. From the allure of mystery to the significance of self-confidence, authenticity, intelligence, and adaptability, we'll dig into them all. Are you ready to explore the 7 ways women covertly test themselves? This investigation looks to be insightful. First on our list is the test of independence. Now let's explore how women subtly put sign males to the test. When it comes to independence, women are naturally drawn to men who have a high degree of self-reliance. Here is where Sigma males, who are known for their self-sufficiency and preference for solitude, frequently excel. Imagine a situation in which a woman purposefully makes plans that conflict with the Sigma male's own plans. She isn't being difficult or uncooperative. Rather, she's observing how he reacts. Will he give up on his goals to fit hers, or will he stay independent and offer a solution that works for both of them? In addition, Sigma males are known for their ability to stand alone in their decisions and beliefs even in the face of opposition or criticism. If a woman tries to persuade him to change his mind or take a different stance only to see how steadfast he remains, the Sigma male is likely to stick to his guns because he values his own interests and doesn't feel compelled to sacrifice them for the sake of appeasement. This doesn't mean he's inconsiderate. Rather, it just means he's more than willing to compromise. This unwavering steadiness may be quite alluring since it emphasizes his independence and confident demeanor. In a different scenario, a woman might purposefully distance herself to observe whether the Sigma male becomes needy or desperate, but Sigma males, being the lone wolves that they are at ease in solitude. Rather than fearing it, they welcome it and use it as an opportunity to think, learn, and develop in the end. A key characteristic of the Sigma male is independence. They don't just pass the test, they ace it. Their ability to rely on themselves and stand on their own is evidence of their strong moral character. They are not influenced by the crowd or driven to constantly please others. Yes, Sigma guys do really pass the independence exam with flying colors. The subject of the second exam, which is more delicate and nuanced than the others, is emotional strength. It focuses on how Sigma males manage their emotions and respond when those feelings are challenged. Emotional turbulence is a common way to test a man's emotional strength. This could be anything from a heated argument to a sudden shift in mood or attitude. The goal here isn't to create chaos, but rather to observe how a man responds to various emotional situations, how he manages stress, and how he deals with conflict. Women actively or subconsciously look for emotional strength in men. Another technique is the empathy test, which involves sharing personal stories or emotions to see how the Sigma male responds. Is he understanding and empathetic? Does he listen intently and respond with care, or does he dismiss the emotions and move on quickly? The goal is not to cause chaos, but to observe how the Sigma male navigates these emotional waters. Does he remain calm and composed, or does he lose his temper and react impulsively? Let's now discuss the usual responses of Sigma guys to these exams. Known for their emotional intelligence, Sigma guys frequently keep their composure in the face of emotional upheaval. They are resistant to outside influences and adopt a cool-headed attitude. They know that feelings are ephemeral, and in terms of empathy, they don't allow them control their behavior. The key to Sigma males' emotional maturity and resilience is that they don't repress their emotions. Instead, they acknowledge, process, and then decide on the best course of action. This emotional maturity and resilience is what makes Sigma males different from others. They also don't shy away from emotional conversations and engage mystery with them in a thoughtful and considerate manner. As you can see, emotional strength is about understanding and regulating emotions in a healthy and productive way. It's about being empathetic and compassionate towards others while retaining your own integrity. It has nothing to do with trying to hide feelings or come off as harsh. Because of their emotional fortitude, Sigma males frequently pass this test as well. The third test focuses on the trait of mystery. Since women are naturally drawn to elusive characters, one way they test Sigma males is by probing their mysteriousness. This isn't about playing mind games or being secretive for the sake of it. Rather, it's about maintaining a sense of self that doesn't require constant validation or explanation. Take the following example. A woman asks a Sigma male about his weekend plans rather than providing a detailed schedule. The Sigma man may reply, "I have a few things lined up, but I like to keep it spontaneous." This gives her a sense of mystery while still piquing her interest. This isn't about being evasive. Rather, it's about realizing that some things are better left unsaid and that not everything needs to be shared at once. Another example relates to the Sigma male's past. When a woman asks about his background, he doesn't feel the need to share every detail. He might share a story or two, but he maintains a sense of mystery by not disclosing all of this. Sigma males understand that mystery isn't about being aloof or distant. It's about not having to disclose every detail of their lives and letting their imagination fill in the blanks. It's about maintaining a feeling of individualism and personal space. Since it provides opportunity for inquiry and intrigue, this may be a strong appeal. It's a fine line that women test Sigma males to see if they can maintain their mystery without becoming distant or closed off. Sigma males handle this delicately because they know that part of what makes them appealing is their enigmatic nature, and they maintain it without sacrificing their authenticity. The Sigma guy often responds to this challenge with seamless grace. He stays true to himself and doesn't overshare or completely shut himself off, maintaining his mystery. The mysterious quality of Sigma guys lets them pass this exam with ease because of their curiosity, uniqueness, and calm confidence displayed throughout. Fourth on our list is the confidence test on one's own abilities in the overall context of societal dynamics. One particularly notable quality of Sigma is her self-assurance. It's the flame that fires adoration for her and draws others in. Self-assurance in men is an innate quality that they possess rather than something that is borrowed. Females frequently assess this quality in Sigma men in a number of ways. For example, they may ask pointed questions like, "Are you sure you can handle this?" to delve into the Sigma man's level of confidence in his skills. "Do you think you're capable of handling it or that this is something you should be able to handle?" These inquiries are intended to assess the Sigma male's degree of self-belief in other situations rather than to disparage them. The goal of this exercise is to see how the Sigma male handles situations that call for a display of confidence in women. These situations could be difficult tasks at work or complex situations in social settings. These behaviors are all signs of the man's self-confidence. Let's now discuss how Sigma men usually react, in contrast to others who might hesitate or look for approval. Sigma men are unafraid. They have an innate confidence in their own talents and potential that is unbroken and unaffected by other people's judgments or circumstances. They answer inquiries with assurance rather than arrogance, displaying their ingrained self-confidence in difficult situations. The key thing to keep in mind is that Sigma males don't brag or flaunt their confidence. Instead, they let their actions speak for them. Their self-confidence is quiet and understated, yet powerful and palpable. They don't seek validation from others because they validate themselves. The way they approach tasks with a can-do attitude, unperturbed by the complexity or the stakes involved, and they don't shy away from challenges. They are aware of their value and don't let anything or anybody disprove that notion. The fifth test is all about sincerity, and Sigma guys with their innate confidence typically pass it with easily. Women frequently check for authenticity in Sigma guys by monitoring their behaviors and emotions in a variety of scenarios. They're seeking for consistency. Authenticity is the attribute of being truthful and genuine that cannot be manufactured. a hallmark of authenticity. Let's explore this further. Picture a situation where a Sigma male is interacting with others in a group setting. A common test here is how he acts in the spotlight. Does he remain true to his introverted nature, or does he suddenly become extroverted? It's an indication of his honesty if he consistently keeps his demeanor calm and collected. Women may also assess genuineness by examining the ideals and principles of a Sigma man. For example, they could ask hypothetical questions or set up scenarios to see if he adheres to his convictions or is easily swayed. Authenticity. They may inquire about his position on contentious issues or see how he responds when his morals are called into question. Ed's authenticity is evident if he stands by his convictions, as authenticity encompasses more than simply maintaining consistency or adhering to one's principles. It also requires being forthright and honest about one's sentiments and emotions. Women might try this by striking up intimate and in-depth discussions to find out the Sigma male's actual feelings. It is a sign of his honesty if he is willing to share his inner thoughts and weaknesses. Finally, being genuine also involves not assuming the identity of someone else. Women can test this by seeing if a Sigma male alters his demeanor or behavior to appeal to them or fit into a particular stereotype. True Sigma males, on the other hand, do not give in to peer pressure or expectations because authenticity is a quality that cannot be faked. Since Sigma guys are true to themselves and are frequently seen as sincere and authentic, they are very attractive, which is why they almost never fail this exam. When it comes to themselves, Sigma men almost never flunk this exam. When it comes to Sigma guys, the complexities of their minds are frequently a playground that piques curiosity. The sixth test looks into intellect. Inventiveness. It's not about academic rankings or intellectual discussions. Rather, it's about the capacity to think critically to solve issues and have meaningful conversations. Women, whether consciously or unconsciously, assess this component to discover their depth and breadth of knowledge. Women are interested in the Sigma male's ability to process information, form ideas, and explain those opinions. Thus, they may bring up current events or drop complicated themes during casual conversations to gauge his level of knowledge. Because they are often introverted thinkers, Sigma men, they enjoy intellectual challenges and often display their brilliance in subtle ways. They take pride in their minds, which serve as their fortresses where they spend a lot of time reflecting, learning, and cultivating their knowledge. They prefer to listen over speak, but when they do, their words have weight. They demonstrate their intelligence not only through their knowledge, but also through their wisdom, their understanding of the world, and their capacity to see things from different angles. They show that intelligence is not about knowing everything, but rather about the willingness to learn and the ability to think. Sigma intelligence males with their intellectual prowess typically respond to these tests by being themselves without trying to impress. They openly express their thoughts, question, ponder, and engage in intellectual discourse. They don't hesitate to say they don't know, but they'll also be the first to find out. Ace this exam because in the big picture, it's not only about how smart they are and how they use it. Yet in the end, what really distinguishes individuals is how they use what they know, that is, how they utilize their minds to navigate the world. Male Sigmas that stand out for their intelligence are often past this exam. The last but not least is the adaptation test. While adaptability is a crucial quality for anyone, it is especially important for Sigma males. To better understand how women measure up in this area, let's explore the world of these lone wolves. Imagine this as a last-minute change of plans, an unforeseen turn of events, or a curveball thrown into a well-laid strategy. Women frequently put Sigma guys to the test of their flexibility by making impromptu adjustments and seeing how they respond. Instead of causing havoc, the goal is to examine their ability to adjust, adapt, and navigate through life's uncertainties. For example, suppose a woman suggests that they change plans at the last minute, going from a peaceful walk in the outdoors to a busy city tour. This could be her way of seeing if the Sigma male can step outside of his comfort zone and adjust to a new situation. How would he normally respond? Being the embodiment of flexibility, Sigma guys manage these kinds of situations with grace and ease. Rather than being upset by change, they welcome it, adapt, and go on instead of resisting or whining. Understanding that life is unpredictable and full of change, Sigma males embrace it as a chance for personal growth and exploration rather than clinging to routines or comfort zones. This is not to say that they don't have preferences or comfort zones, they do. Rather, their ability to adapt keeps them from becoming prisoners to their comfort zones. Rather, it views change as a challenge to be met head-on. Like water flowing around obstacles, Sigma males thrive in change. This adaptability not only helps them navigate life's ups and downs, but it also makes them all the more appealing to women. It displays their adaptability, resilience, and readiness to venture into the unknown. It also indicates a strength of character that is both endearing and appealing. Male Sigmas, with their flexible disposition, after learning about the 7 covert tests that women administer to Sigma males, let's review what we've learned. Firstly, we looked at how women assess a Sigma male's independence, asking if he can stand by himself without being influenced by others, and if he is strong enough to make his own decisions. Male Sigmas usually pass this exam with ease, demonstrating their independence and capacity to forge their own route. Next, we spoke on emotional resilience. Women frequently assess a potential man's ability to manage emotional upheaval without losing his composure. Grace and poise demonstrate how emotionally resilient Sigma men can be, despite their stoic disposition. They both cope well with emotional ups and downs. Mystery was the focus of the third exam. Because Sigma males are introverted mavericks who typically keep their cards close to their chest, women find it fascinating that they can test if a male can maintain this aura of mystery. Next, we looked at self-confidence. They test if a male Sigma has the confidence to be different and to be himself. The fifth exam focused on genuineness, and Sigma men usually ace it by showcasing their confidence and sense of self-assuredness. Women look for signs that a Sigma man is acting sincere or is merely putting on a front. Authentic Sigma guys frequently pass this exam by being who they truly are. The focus of the penultimate exam was intelligence, namely measuring a Sigma male's capacity for critical thought and intellectual capability. Finally, we talked about adaptation. Sigma men are naturally keen observers and thinkers, and they frequently wow with their breadth of knowledge. Women try to see if a Sigma man can change with the times without losing his individuality. Because Sigma guys are naturally adaptable and inventive, they usually manage shifting conditions with ease. These tests assist distinguish between the real Sigma guys and the pretenders, revealing more about this particular breed of men and their character. They also highlight the potential of these men in relationships. So keep these tests in mind the next time you're interested in a Sigma guy and see how he reacts. You never know when you could be interacting with a genuine Sigma male.